SB went to go be lame and grab a hat. Hi, I'm SB. Ha 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 ha.
You didn't even know if you did.
I feel like I look too pale right now.
Oh my god. You look the same.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Anyways, hello guys.
Hey guys, and welcome to SB's YouTube video, whatever you want to call this.
This video is basically about my journey with testosterone for the past, so far it's gonna be 10 months in like a week. But yeah, so we're just here with Justine, who's gonna basically ask me a few questions or tell me her experience from day one till now. So yeah, tell me your experience.
Well, my experience with SB. Let me tell you, we met how many years ago?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years ago. This counter is kicking anyways. So I met him before the transition and became best friends.
Best friends.
Best friends. A year, was it? I don't know if it was a year, whatever, that he told me he was gonna transition. I was all down for it, you know.
She was very supportive, which is really good.
From the start, when he told me, I was like, do it, man, do what makes you happy, you know, fuck everybody else because it's your happiness. It was, I'm gonna be honest, it was hard for me because, you know, respecting the whole he, she thing.
Yes, pronouns, very important, guys.
It's really important, and I tried really hard.
If you know somebody who's going through a transition from either male to female or female to male, it's always good to ask them what their pronouns are. But gotta respect it, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
And I think the hardest part was actually for me starting to say
Yeah.
she. I never even knew when the right moment was to say it, to be honest. I was just like, do you want me to say it now or?
A lot of my friends actually ask me when do you want to be called he or him? It's at a point when you first start testosterone that you're like, I don't know whether I should be called she or he, especially going to work and stuff, right? It's kind of tough, and a lot of people don't know that you're coming out. It was pretty tough in the beginning, but right now I go by he, him, or they or them.
With time, because everything takes time, but with time I actually got used to it. Get used to it with time, and it'll be hard, trust me, but they're understandable. So, you know, it's a big change for everyone, not just support SB. I gave you the nickname SB.
It's true.
Everybody.
So if anybody wants to call me SB, this one started it. Or
I can't say the word Siba, it's weird for me. So I started SB and everyone's like, yo SB, I'm like, yo SB, what the fuck's good?
3 people now call me SB, and so it's probably gonna be a trend.
Yeah.
I know it.
So SB was me, thanks me. Yeah. And then you left for, I don't know how many months you were gone.
I think 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months, a lot can change actually. I was gone for 5 months and I didn't see you often, only on FaceTime and
Just phone
Snapchat
calls.
and phone calls, right? But as the time was going by, I would tell you your voice is changing, you know, it's getting deeper, and it did get deeper. I remember when it used to crack.
That was the fucking worst, man. When you're on your 5 to 7 months of tea, your voice starts fucking cracking, and it's awful. If I yell it.
And now we're back together in the same city. It just became cooler.
Oh wow, I wasn't cool before.
No. I just became your friend because I thought you were a roommate.
Oh wow, fuck you.
That's my experiences with you changing and stuff. Moving on to the questions. I wrote them down because, you know, my brain is a memory of a fish. It's rare they have a memory of 3 seconds. That's why they swim around in a circle sometimes. Well, I'm not sure. I just read that somewhere, you know. Anyways, what encouraged you the most about going through with the transition? What made you wake up and say, today I'm gonna be a man?
I've told this story a couple times to a bunch of my friends, and it was like, before I dated Rebecca, I met this girl, and obviously my whole life I felt like different, right? But I didn't know the right word for it. I didn't know exactly what transgender meant, and I didn't know it even like existed, right? So it's like when she told me about like what transgender was, I'm like, holy fuck, like I feel that exact same way, right? She was explaining it to me and everything, and it really got to me, right? So then it took me like a couple months to realize like, oh shit, like that's me. I don't know, then what? Maybe like a year into dating Rebecca, I realized that, you know, I want to change. I want to be myself. So then I just started, you know, talking to my doctor about starting hormones, and just started researching more about like transgender and hormones and just everything else.
On to the next question. What changes do you feel? Physically and
emotional, mentally.
Get inside your soul, your mind.
So there are so there are a lot of changes I've experienced. So in the beginning, when I first started tea, I would get really fucking hungry.
Nigga, you always like to eat.
No, I know, but
you just eat more now. Like, are you done your food? Can I eat it?
No, seriously, like when I first started, I would just eat all the time, and for some reason, I don't know if like any other trans guys have experienced it. I would pee so much. No, literally, for my like 1 to 2 months, I would pee so fucking much, and I thought I had an issue. And emotionally, yeah, I was definitely a lot more sensitive pre-tea. Like, Justine knows, like, I would fucking cry about anything or any stupid shit. I would overreact about it, but now it's just like I'm a lot more mature. It's a lot easier to handle different situations, right? If you're not a close friend of mine and, you know, you don't make an effort to talk to me and shit like that, I don't know, don't waste my time, I guess. Like, that's basically...
That's it, bitch.
Yeah.
You say it. You say it.
Kind of learned it from this one, too, so it's like...
Thanks.
In a good way.
I actually appreciate that.
It's true.
Nobody says, you know, Justine, I like you for this. I'm gonna be like you. No.
Anyways, physical changes. I didn't experience a lot of physical changes. Like, my facial hair literally started coming in maybe like my 4 months on tea. And then my chin hair started coming out like 7 months on. See. I am growing a lot of chin hair now, and my mustache is semi-growing back because I shaved it a couple weeks ago before I left Nova Scotia. Eyebrows got thicker. I don't have comparison videos or photos. All my friends know me from like before, so they can notice the changes. Besides people on the internet, I guess. Hopefully my face shape, it's a lot more round. Another thing people notice is like all the fucking acne, which sucks. Look at all that. Yeah, I think a lot of guys who transition absolutely don't like the acne part, but you know, it happens. Hair growth on my stomach I've experienced, and my legs, and also a thing that people don't really talk about because it's private is usually the growth of the clit. Exactly why people don't talk about it, because you get reactions like that. But anyways, yes, that does grow, and it's very interesting. Let's just keep it at that. It grows like a carrot. But
I'll never fucking eat carrots again.
Kind of 50-50 in what bathroom I kind of use, but I think once I start growing a little bit more facial hair, then I'll probably start using the men's a lot more than the women's.
You know, if I was you, I would go to the less stinky bathroom.
Yeah, but the guy's bathroom smells like piss.
Yeah, but sometimes the girls is really dirty.
Yeah, and smell like period.
Your opinion about all this? But people that want to transition or are too scared to transition, and
for anybody who comes out as transgender, I know it's scary, but there are a lot of people nowadays that are coming out as transgender, and a lot of people are being supportive about it. It kind of sucks that there are a lot of people who support it and a lot of people who don't, and for those who don't support it, they're either ignorant or just don't educate themselves on what it means to be transgender or in the incorrect body. And it's like nobody understands unless you actually feel it. For those coming out or who want to come out, talk to somebody. Always be somebody who is there to support you and somebody who will love you, whether it's friends, family, or a guidance counselor, anybody. Just do it, you know, like, don't hold back, because I held back for a long time and I totally fucking regret it. Like, I kind of wish I started tea a long time ago, and, you know, I wish I could have had, you know, chest surgery by now and all that shit, but fear kept me from being happy, I guess. Don't let that happen to you, and just be happy with who you are, and don't let anybody stop you, ever.
That's what I told you a long time ago. When this one was like, man, should I do it? Should I do it? What would I say? At the end of the night, it's you going to bed, and you're the one that's happy.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'm glad this one was here. Glad she was here to be in this video and help me out with all this shit. So, peace!
Juju out.